We are ranking the 6 most brutally powerful modern shotguns on the planet. Civilian legal titans that deliver sheer force, unstoppable payloads, and real-world combat credibility. From military-spec pumps engineered for survival to high-capacity, rapid-fire monsters that blur the line between civilian and battlefield, each entry raises the stakes with raw output and innovation. Which platform truly hits the hardest? Let us begin with number 6. Number 6 sets the bar for raw toughness, the Mossberg 590A1. This is not just a pump-action 12-gauge, it is the only shotgun to pass U.S. military MAL SPIC 3443E. Its thick-walled barrel shrugs off abuse that would cripple lesser guns, and its metal trigger guard and safety hold-up under decades of hard use. Capacity runs 6+1 or 8+1, all ready to fire full-power buckshot or slugs without a hiccup. Stories from the field tell of these shotguns firing after being dragged through mud and sand, or after a bent barrel and still cycling shells. It is not about fancy features or high rate of fire. The 590A1 earns its wrecking ball status by refusing to quit, no matter the conditions. Every faster, higher capacity design on this list has to beat this level of indestructible reliability. Number 5 brings a new kind of authority, the Benelli M3. This shotgun stands out for one reason: true dual-mode power. With a flick of a lever, it shifts from semi-auto to pump action and back in seconds. That means it will cycle light target loads for training, then instantly tackle full-power 3-inch magnums without jamming. Law enforcement agencies trust the M3 for exactly that reason. When less lethal rounds or low-recoil shells threaten to choke a semi-auto, the M3's pump mode keeps shells moving, no matter how heavy the payload. The 5+1 tube magazine may not sound massive, but every round can be launched as fast as you can pull the trigger or rack the action. After-action reviews from tactical teams praise its reliability during high-stress hostage drills. 0 stoppages, even with mixed ammo. The ejection arc alone proves the point. Heavy shells fly clear every time. The M3 bridges rugged pump reliability with the speed of a combat semi, multiplying its force by pure adaptability. Number 4, the Benelli M4. Chambered in 12-gauge, the M4 runs on Benelli's Argo gas system, a short-stroke dual-piston design engineered for combat. This is not a hunting gun dressed up for the range. The U.S. Marine Corps adopted it as the M1014 after the M4 outlasted every competitor in a 1,000-round dust and abuse trial back in 1999. Each pull of the trigger launches a full power shell, and the Argo system diverts gas just early enough to cut felt recoil by nearly half. That means you can fire off 7 rounds in under 4 seconds, with split times as low as 0.6 seconds between shots, while still keeping the muzzle on target. Marines in Iraq cleared buildings with the M4, trusting it to cycle filthy high brass buckshot and slugs without a stutter. Where pump guns force you to recover after each blast, the M4's gas action soaks up the punishment, letting you deliver rapid, repeatable hits. It is the first entry on this list to truly feel like a modern combat shotgun, built for speed, control, and proven reliability under fire. Number 3 is the Kel-Tec KSG, a shotgun that rewrites what capacity means for a pump action. This bullpup design packs 2 magazine tubes under the barrel, holding a total of 14 shells plus 1 in the chamber. That is more than double the onboard firepower of most tactical shotguns, all in a frame just over 26 inches long. A simple lever lets you switch between tubes on the fly, no need to reload after every handful of shots. With both tubes loaded, the KSG can unleash a string of 15 full-power 12-gauge rounds before a single reload is needed. In close quarters drills, that means clearing a hallway or defending a home without breaking rhythm to top off the gun. Reviewers consistently report flawless cycling with buckshot, slugs, and even 3-inch magnums, provided you rack the action with authority. The compact bullpup layout pushes recoil straight back, keeping the muzzle on target and the shooter in control. Real-world tests show the KSG running hundreds of rounds in a session without a malfunction. No other pump on this list delivers this kind of sustained heavy fire without stopping. That extreme onboard volume is why the KSG sits above the Benelli M4. Capacity alone turns it into a wrecking ball, even before you factor in its aggressive, close-quarters handling. Number 2 is the Saiga 12, a shotgun that turns the 12 gauge into a sustained barrage machine. Built on a gas-operated semi-automatic action and modeled after the AK platform, the Saiga 12 leaves tube-fed pumps in the dust. Instead of feeding shells one by one, it runs detachable box magazines, 5, 8, or 10 rounds at a time. That means you can dump a mag, slam in a fresh one, and keep firing with almost no downtime. In 3 gun competitions, shooters routinely clear 10 full-power buckshot rounds, swap mags in under 3 seconds, and keep the payload coming. Practical rates hit around 130 shots per minute, double what most tube-fed pumps can manage, and even faster than most semi-automatics limited by tube loading. The Saiga's gas system eats full-power 2 3/4 inch and 3-inch shells, cycling slugs and buckshot with relentless energy. Every mag change is a reset button. No fumbling with individual shells, just pure industrial throughput. After 2014, the U.S. import halt on Russian Saigas sent prices skyrocketing. Used guns that once sold for $800 now fetch over $2,500, and American-made clones like the KS-12T stepped in to fill the void. The cult following grew, fueled by competition footage of mag dumps and rapid reloads that make most shotguns look slow motion by comparison. The Saiga 12 is not just about firepower, it is about the ability to deliver overwhelming force, reload in seconds, and keep the barrage going until the job is done. Only one shotgun outranks it, and that is because the Saiga's semi-automatic trigger is the only thing holding back its full destructive potential. Number 1 isn't just a shotgun, it's a force of nature. The AA-12 stands alone as the only drum-fed, fully automatic 12-gauge that delivers sustained destruction that defies physics with every pull of the trigger. Designed by Maxwell Atchison in the 1970s and resurrected decades later by Force Engineering, the AA-12 was built for one purpose: overwhelming firepower at close range delivered faster and with more control than anything else on the market. Every major feature on the AA-12 is engineered for dominance. Chambered for 2 3/4 inch shells and 3-inch shells, it accepts 8 round box magazines or a 20-round drum, each loaded with full-power buckshot or slugs. The heart of its dominance is a gas-operated open-bolt action that cycles at 300 rounds per minute. That means you can empty a 20-round drum in under 4 seconds, with each shot landing before the recoil from the last can even register. In live-fire demos, shooters dump entire drums into steel plates and concrete blocks, sending shockwaves through the ground while the muzzle barely climbs. What separates the AA-12 from every other contender is its recoil system. Proprietary gas diversion and buffering springs absorb up to 80% of the felt recoil, according to the designers. Even in fully automatic fire, the gun stays on target. Small frame shooters have emptied drums without losing control or accuracy. In grueling desert tests, the AA-12 ran hundreds of rounds, caked in sand, with a malfunction rate of just 1%. Every stoppage was traced back to faulty low brass shells, not the gun itself. High brass buckshot and slugs cycle flawlessly, and the open bolt design shrugs off heat and fouling that would cripple most semi-autos. No other shotgun combines this level of capacity, output, and control. The AA-12's 20-round drum isn't just for show. It's the difference between a few heavy hits and a relentless barrage. While other designs flirt with high capacity or fast cycling, only the AA-12 delivers both at once, with a recoil profile that feels almost unfair. In the hands of military testers, it turned breaching drills and close quarters sweeps into controlled demolition. In civilian hands, it's a legend, rare, expensive, and often imitated, but never duplicated. When it comes to modern shotguns that hit like wrecking balls, the AA-12 is the end of the line. Nothing else comes close. Across all 6 entries, one truth stands out. Modern wrecking ball shotguns are engineered for relentless, repeatable force, blending military DNA with civilian access. The line between tactical tool and raw power keeps blurring. That is why these platforms redefine what close-range dominance means today. Which one shocked you most?